will I be in this agent position for a year, for 2 years? If I plan to stay with this company for 2 years, what do I plan to achieve in this company for 2 years? Hey guys, it is your girl Kadz. Welcome back to the channel, and this is Wine with Kadz. On today's video, I will be featuring my very own tumbler that I got from my sister for my birthday. It says Wine with Kadz. And we do have merch that is available exclusively on www.kadingray.com. Look at me just jumping into the video with the promotions. But yes, we do have merch. We have sweatshirts, we have tote bags, and I can't remember what else because I put them on there earlier in January, and I didn't mention them because I don't know why I wanted to announce them on the channel. I don't know. But anyway, guys, we're here today. I am officially 31. Like, my birthday was last Monday, January 31. This is my golden year. This is still my golden year. So you can just imagine that Kadz is still celebrating and will be celebrating until January 31, 2023. And then we're going to just continue. I'm just going to be celebrating life every day because life is amazing. You know, the fact that I have life is beautiful enough. Anyway, I had so many things I wanted to say. Oh, I needed to give a shout out to a small not a small, you know, when it's a small business, you kind of downgrade the people and things. So I wanted to give a shout out to Apex Shipping. Apex Shipping operates in Montego Bay and is coming soon to Christiana. Manchester? Christiana, Manchester. It's coming soon to Manchester, so look out for that. Apex Shipping, they do shipping from the United States to Jamaica for you. I will try to put their information somewhere here and put their flyers somewhere so that you can see the prices that they charge. They do air shipment and shipment by sea. And you do get your packages delivered to you if you're living in Montego Bay, and I'm assuming that when it gets to Christiana, they will also be doing that as well. So you can go ahead and check out Apex Shipping on Instagram and check out their website. It is free to sign up and their rates are pretty reasonable. But anyway, the other day I was speaking with my coworker at work, and I was like, you know, because I am a recruiter, I do recruiting for a company. You know, I don't normally tell which company I'm working for. So I'm doing recruiting for a company, and currently I am recruiting for US candidates. My managers, my supervisors, everybody live foreign. The candidates who I interview are overseas as well. Yeah, everything is done through Zoom or phone, so I'll never meet my candidates. I probably never will meet my manager or supervisor in person. I just two away in the office. It's just two of us in the office, and it's an amazing job, I must say. There's you know, lots of open communication. There are targets obviously to meet, but like, you know, there's open communication, so I can always reach out to my manager and say, hey, so and so and so, and then he will respond and let me know what to do and so forth. So yeah, I really like it, and I do love recruiting in addition to everything else that I do. I do love recruiting, but honestly I do not see myself doing this for the rest of my life. Anyway, so you saw our last video, business shower. Thank you, Pratt. That was an amazing video. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I was talking to her and I said to her, you know, I realized that a lot of people do not know how to effectively look for a job. And I said, you know, I am going to do this as a series on the channel because it is necessary information that I realize a lot of people do not have information about, and also, you know, people probably don't know how to bring it across. So I will be, for probably not consecutively, but I wanted to talk about how you look for a job, how you write a resume, how you present yourself in an interview, and also what do you do after the interview in that waiting period. Yeah, because I think this is a lot of information that a lot of people don't know. So today we are going to be talking about how do you effectively look for a job that suits you. Now, I'm going to be realistic. Not everybody has, a degree in XYZ or 5 years experience, and that is something that is important to mention. A lot of these jobs are asking for 3 to 5 years experience, 2 to 5 years experience. They're asking for a degree and so on. So these might be the job that you like or the job that you want, but you don't have the prerequisite. You don't have what is required to get the job. So what you would want to do as the person who is applying for a job is to apply for something within that company that would help lead you to that position. However, what I learned the other day when I was trying to decide between two possible jobs is sometimes it's not about the salary, it's not about the position, but it's also what's very important, what a lot of people do not pay attention to, is the environment that you're going to be now working in. Fun fact, 80% of people are not happy with the places that they work. They're not happy with their bosses, they're not happy with their supervisors, they're not happy with the environment. So moving forward, what we want to do is try to do a little bit more research on the company that you are interested in working with or working for. Get some honest reviews or so forth. So if you have a friend or a friend of a friend who works at a particular company that you would want to work for, call them up, ask them. It costs you nothing to get a little bit of information about the place that you're going into. Yes, of course, you're going to do the research on the company. Rule of thumb, you don't need to know the vision statement and the mission statement and the year the company opened to go into an interview. You do not need that information. And a lot of people, I remember in high school when they were doing this preparation for the working world, they tell us to research the company. And when they say research the company, you're like, it's so vague. How do you research the company? Of course, you go on Google, tap. Let me research this company that I'm interested in, blah, blah, blah. And the first thing that's going to come up is the location, the phone number, the about page. And you go on the about page and you see the mission statement, the vision statement, then how many staff they have, the head of the company. All of something is not necessary for you to get the job, honestly. You want to do in-depth research by finding out from the persons who work there, not the owners, the persons who work there. What kind of environment is it? What do you think the vision of the company really is? Them say their vision is to so and so. But is that really what you experience working there? What is it like working in your department? What is it like working with the supervisors? Is the human resources team, really for the staff? And those kind of things you want to find out so that when you go into the company, you're not blindsided when you see that things are not the way that it was promised, in an interview. And I must say, as a recruiter, working in the hotel, I was a recruiter in a hotel first. So working in the hotel, I was more able to see what the hotel was about. I was able to go to different departments. I was able to, see everything and be able to give a true or a more honest definition of what the company was about with my interviews if a candidate asks. But I must say, recruiters are going to sell the company because we don't only want you to, we want you to join the team. We want the best person to join the team. And of course, we're going to tell you of the highs. We're going to tell you of the highs in the interview because we're going to sell this company to you because we want you to choose this company even before we give out any information on the salary. So we want you to choose a company, so we're going to tell you the highs. The only person who can tell you what the full truth is of the company is somebody who is working there. While working in the BPO industry, I never had the opportunity to go to different departments to see what the company is about, to have conversations with supervisors and managers as what I did in the hotel. I never had that opportunity. And I'm going to say a lot of recruiters probably don't have that much information as well. And so they're not able to give a true or honest opinion of what the company is. You can't rely on what the interviewer says or the recruiter says in the interview. I would recommend that before you even apply for a position, unless it's a new company, then you would want to find out what the company is about. Check out their social media pages. There are always other pages that are not from the company itself, but people who are talking about reviews and talking about their experience with the company. And you know that most companies nowadays are customer service based. So, there are other persons or clients or customers of these said companies who would put up some page and give their own reviews on what their interactions are within the company. So that's something that you would definitely want to do. Is this somewhere that I want to work? First, check out the environment. Also, when it comes on to the salary, whether or not you are entering at an entry-level position or at a managerial or supervisory position, you want to know if the salary that you're being offered is at market value. So some companies, I know that in Jamaica, we do not offer that information, the salary information, to candidates. I don't know why. I just know that this is customary in every company that I've worked for. Information is not offered until you are given an offer letter. While working with a US company, when we're sourcing, when we're seeking candidates, that information is there out front. You get in between X and X per hour, and this is the amount that, or average. I recruit for call center agents, collections agents, so they would say, you do get incentives, you do get bonuses, you do get all of that so forth, and they give you an average of what probably the average person would take home based on their performance, but they do tell you what the base pay is. I'm not given that opportunity when I was working for mostly Jamaican candidates, because I don't know, that was just a protocol of the company, and it was at the hotel in the BPO. Even when I was working as just HR, the information is not offered until, not even in the interview, then I tell you we can only tell you when the offer comes about. I don't know why, and I think I don't like that. Honestly, I don't like that, because you want people to know what they're up against. When you're applying for jobs, you're not just applying for one job, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. So I feel like that information should be shared so that people can decide, is this going to work for me? Because yes, the environment might be great, and yes, the people might be great as well, but if it is that your budget and your living expenses, and then they're going to be offering you $50,000 less than what, you're going to be uncomfortable in the long run, because this is not going to be able to meet your needs. Even though we should now be striving to have more than one income, but that is for another video. We need to try to see if we can get income from other places. That's for another video. So yes, you want to do your research from the employee's perspective, and you want to ensure that you know what the market value is for the position that you're applying for in the country that you are working for. And in Jamaica, it is also different, because based on my understanding, there are some positions in the same company that is in Montego Bay that pays way less than in Kingston, because cost of living is different in Kingston. Even though we know, say, right across the board, Jamaica expensive, everything gone up, and I not really say nothing, but I say the minimum wage now move. You understand? Nah go up. There are a lot of persons who are earning minimum wage, and it is, it kind of sad to say, everything will go up and their salary is right here, and them have to try pinch interest. The children have to go to school, food have to be in the house, bills have to be paid, and people legit are living from paycheck to paycheck. And we don't want that in 2022. We're trying to steer away from that. Anyway, so now you want to research, is this a company that facilitates growth? How long does a person have to be working here before they can move from agent to supervisor to team lead, and what's it not? There is corruption in everything, I must say. And I have seen where people matriculate within a company based on who them friend with, and then the kind of something there. But outside of that, you do have some really transparent and legit companies who that if it is that you do your work, if you're punctual, if you do your work, you're punctual, you do your work, you respect your other people, you have a good rapport with the staff, and you have certain kind of qualities, then they will promote you within no time. I remember when I was working for the hotel before the pandemic, I started working with them July, and by November, December, I was offered a promotion from recruiter to assistant HR manager. However, because of the pandemonium situation, the pandemic happened before the promotion could have been set in place. But yeah, I'm gonna just say I'm not the person I don't kiss bum-bums, I don't kiss ass, I don't do that. I go to work, I do my work. If it's enough, it's enough, and if it's not enough, then I try to do other things to improve. And if I have a good rapport, and most times I do, if I have a good rapport with my managers, I'll be able to say to them honestly, especially in the evaluation period, this is what I would want to work on, this is what I feel I need to work on, and they would share all of those things with me. And also, areas that I am not comfortable with. And I think we need to be able to be comfortable to speak to our managers, and supervisors. We need to start have those environments where it's comfortable to talk to the people them who you spend most of your days with and tell them about your discomforts and so forth, and hope to God that they take it into consideration. So yeah, you want to know that this is a company, if it is a company that you want to grow in, you want to know if this is a company that you can grow in. Like, how long it will take? Am I gonna have to be here for 10 full years before I move up? You also want to know what the benefits are. Does this company offer health insurance? Does this company have a pension plan? Does this company offer, for some companies they offer transportation, they offer uniforms, they offer lunch. Will this be beneficial to you? Because if the salary is not up here, you want to know that you're saving on transportation, you're saving on clothes, you're saving on food as well. And what are the benefits that you're going to get? Am I going to be getting health insurance? If God forbid me get sick, am I going to be getting health insurance to ensure that I can go to the doctor and also pay for my medication? That's one thing too. I know the company that I work for, health insurance is issued immediately. Like 1 month in, you get a health insurance. There's also a pension plan that is vested after 3 years. So you can choose if you want to go in the pension plan or not. For me personally, I'm trying to build generational wealth from right now. So I would not need to depend on a retirement fund, on a pension plan. However, I would recommend it as a backup, so anything can happen, Yeah, I think those are some of the things that I definitely would recommend you try to find out. Is this somewhere that I really want to work? And also find out, you need to be sure of what your goals are. If I'm going to be working in an entry-level position, let's say you just left university. Like when I just left university, I had no experience. I have a degree in psychology. I have no experience, and honestly, to God, I did not want to be doing voluntary service because I now have student loan to pay. So I was going to do voluntary service at a place that does, psychology or social work or those kind of things. Like, that was not my plan. So I got a job at a call center, and I had to decide to myself, am I going to be in this position for a year or 2 years? Because yes, you want to gain experience, but do you want to be tied down in a position that you're not happy in? Do you? No. You don't want to get complacent. You want to be marketable. You want to gain as much experience as is possible, so that when you put your resume in front of somebody, they're going to be like, oh, wow, you have a lot of experience. No, you don't want to be jumping from one job every 3 months or every 2 months, but you want to give yourself some time. If I go into this job in this agent position, will I be in this agent position for a year, for 2 years? If I plan to stay with this company for 2 years, what do I plan to achieve in this company for 2 years? How long is it going to take me to move from agent to team lead to supervisor? How long is it going to take for me to do that, or to quality, or it obviously matter about BPO. Let's say working in the hotel. How long is it going to take me to move from a front office agent to a front office supervisor? Most hotels I know, they offer cross training. So if you start in front office and you want to cross train into concierge, or you want to cross train into accounting or HR, they do offer that kind of stuff, so that if it is that a vacancy comes up, you can move from there to there. I was working at one hotel and I moved from front office agent to reservations agent, and I stayed there until my contract ended. I was out of a job for about 2 months, and I started working at a clinic as a customer service rep. And then somebody took a chance on me and placed me in HR, and that was an amazing opportunity. I didn't have the qualification. The qualification is good. I have a degree in psychology, but outside of that, I did have prior hotel experience. I also, and I knew about different departments in the hotel, so that gave me, a little edge. Outside of the fact that I do have a bomb personality. I do have, customer service experience outside of the hotel. So that made me a little bit more versatile, so that when I got the job that I actually wanted, because I really wanted to go in HR, because, it felt different from just being agent, front office, just entry level positions. And I was able to move into human resources, and it's something that I loved. And having that experience, it made me, excel. And I also had a superb manager who was able to, help me to move out of my shell and get comfortable and have the know-how of human resources. So yeah, you want to have a set goal for yourself when you're applying for a job. So you want to say, all right, when you're picking a job, it's not like you're going in the supermarket and deciding between two birds. You want to know that, hey, this is somewhere I'm going to be spending most of my time, most of my days. You only get your days off and holiday. You not get one whole summer break, and you not get one whole Christmas break, right? You're spending most of your time there. And whatever it is that happens at work, you can sometimes take it home and project it onto those people who you love. So you want to make sure that these are the things that you are doing. You want to make sure that this is an environment that you can grow in. You want to know that there's an end goal. You don't just want the end goal to be every 2 weeks you go home with one pay, or every week or every month you go home with a salary and you say, all right, boom, 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 and pay my bills. And then after as you get the pay empty, and then you go back to work with a sour face and you be like, I really and truly can't deal with this. But you do it just because you have more to feed. That is not any source of, I'm sorry, that is not a quality of life. That is not great quality of life. And I truly believe that life is beautiful, but it's short, and it don't make no sense spending 5, 6, 7, 10 years in one position if you are not happy. And all of these come or begin from the moment you decide that you are going to be looking for a job. People always say a job is a job is a job, but I knew that when I left the BPO industry, I did not want to go back to the BPO industry, especially as an agent. And after losing my job the other day at the BPO, I was so nervous about getting another job in the BPO industry, because I say, it's probably not work for me, maybe we had a problem. I was really nervous, and I had a lot of anxiety towards it, because I'm like, I'm not sure if this is going to work out. I'm not sure if this is for me. And you have to know what works for you. Luckily for me, this was a totally different requirement. I heard what the requirements were. Also, having to choose between where I'm working now and another company that is also a BPO, I had to say, God, I'm going to need you to make this decision for me, because this is a tough one. And he and I came to an agreement. I told him, well, if this and that and Terry knows. Well, it got to the point where they're like, Kadeen, what is it gonna take for us to take you from where you are? And I'm like, well, this is it. And I made it, and I said to God, this is what the figure that I'm gonna tell them. This is what I'm gonna tell them. If they say yes, I'm gonna go. I'm taking that as confirmation that you want me to go, because he would know what the environment is like. He would also know if this is something that I could manage. Yeah, he would know if I would excel there, if I would flunk out there. He would know all of that. And he also knows the other plans that he has for me. So, will this position allow me to comfortably do my business? Will it take away time from my home time and my business? All those things came into play. So he knew. So I said to him, you know all of them something, so I'm going to tell them this. And if they say yes, I'm going to take it as confirmation from you. So them I say yeah. So you say USA, this is the place I need to be. And if they say no, I am already comfortable and happy where I am. So I'm going to say, friend, say, I need to stand with me there. I need to just stay with me there and second me back out. Lay grounds and so forth. Yeah, so this is the kind of approach that you want to take when you're going into, when you're trying to find a new job, or if you've just left college and you're trying to figure out, what do I do? And let's take it, a lot of us who graduate from university, high school, from university, we are not going to be going into tailor-made jobs. We're not going to be, and everybody a doctor, and everybody a lawyer, and everybody a teacher, nurse, that you can have, that they have tailor-made positions. A lot of us have to start from entry-level position in areas that we did not study in, and move our way up. Another thing I wanted to make mention of that I realized when I was in the hotel is a lot of people believe that when they leave when they leave college with a degree in hospitality management, that they should become a front office manager immediately or a hotel manager. I just want to say it's not going to be like that. It can't ever be like that, because every hotel one is different. And if life not teaching, if high school not teaching, if university not teaching nothing, when you come into working in the working world, you'll realize that theory is way different from reality. Way different, because now you have to manage people. And if if you just leave college and going into manage people, first you have to know how to work with people, which would come in from the entry level position, and then move yourself up to see if you can actually lead these said people. So you move from front office agent, and then you move to supervisor, but then your manager would see lots of things in us and say, all right, you make the shift. So then start take little leadership, give you little leadership duties. You make the shift for the team, and then probably you'll start leading out, hosting some meetings for the team, shift lineup. And after that, now they say, all right, you can do a supervisor. You work a couple months as supervisor. They say the day of work and blah blah blah. Then they can move it to assistant, front office manager, and then after front office that, you can move into even concierge manager, and then hopefully you move up to front office manager. But realistically, people, you're not gonna just leave out. And I know there are a lot of you are saying that really Canadian people out there. They say yes, I have met many people who would have applied for front office manager. And if we can think back to when I was graduating college, maybe we went things or two, because that's the information that is sold to students at the university and college level. So yeah, these are the jobs you can get when you leave. No, yes, you can get them because you have the qualification, but it also is going to take a little bit more work, and you're going to need some years of experience before you can get that. And don't think that somebody who comes in front of me with 10 years of experience in front office isn't going to get the job over you who just have a degree. Person with the experience will get it, because I can now trust that my front office is going to be run in a fashionable manner, especially if the background check and reference check checks out. But you're not really coming to the table with anything more than your qualifications. So that is why people ask for 3 to 5 years experience. How are they going to get the experience? You have to be willing to start from entry level. You have to be. Alright, so that is my 2 cents on that. In the next topic on this series, which may not be next week, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next week. Can you guys tell me what I should be doing next week? Anyway, in that next one, I'm going to be talking about how you write your resume, things that you need to leave off, things that you need to put in your resume, things that definitely can make a difference in your resume. Yes, I'm going to be talking about that as well in the next thing on this series, or we can call it series here, Pratt. Or we'll call it series here, Preparing for a Job series with Kadz Gray. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, Preparing for a Job series. And the first one was, you have to do some real background check on the work. You have to, do a lot of research. You have to find out if this is a company I want to work for. Is this a position that you want to be working for? How long? If, we have to compromise some way. But if it is that you decide that you want to start working in this position, how long am I going to be staying in this position? Those kind of things. Anyway, guys, we have come to the end of this week's video. Thank you so much, so very much for having a sip of wine with me. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video, because a lot of people need this information. Even if you don't share none of my other videos, share the video here. Share this video and subscribe to the channel. Please turn on your notification bell so that you can see every time I upload. And if you haven't noticed, we have been uploading every Friday at 7 p.m. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.